Okay, no job number assigned to this yet, but this is called Slater Park. This is for Yates, Wood, and McDonald. I'm doing this video for Jennifer Hansen. I've been out to this property before, done a couple different estimates out here. I know that we've done some work out here in the past. This is in Kirkland. Okay, one entrance in, comes all the way to the back to that rock wall. You've got parking on the side. You've got a unit up there, it's unit D, and then you got a unit there, clubhouse, or yeah, I think it's like clubhouse, unit B, then you have A. You also have over here, I don't think this is part of the property, this one right here. This is a different property, so I believe this stops right here. Jennifer, you'll have to confirm this for me. So the property lines are basically the drive aisle from out at the entrance, comes all the way in. We're not touching this one over here to the left, but you've got this parking lot, the parking lot that's up there, all this parking lot area or parking on the side, and then a boundary line that goes right through here and back down. Okay, so when I was out here before, we were looking at the entrance, and we were going to do a grind and overlay from the entrance to right about this mailbox kiosk, which is just past the sewer lid there. On this bid, after looking at all this asphalt, it's about in the same condition. There's been some patchwork that's been done over the years, but right here we've got a large bump here from a tree root, so that tree root's gonna have to get cut. New asphalt will have to be put in. We'll have to redo the speed bump here. It's getting chipped off and broken. And then as you go up through here, you've got the you've got this patchwork that was done, but now you're getting a lot of the failed asphalt on each side. So what I did was I made a red line, and I basically am including the entire drive aisle to do a grind and overlay. We'll do a full depth grind and overlay all the way through. We'll be able to do things like this where we cut out a tree root there, tree root there, tree root there. There's multiple tree roots popping up. You've got a large one right here. The rest of the way up, you don't see a lot of tree roots that are popping up in the drive aisle, but you do see a couple spots in the parking lot areas. Okay, so I'll have all the measurements put in on our for customer page, and it'll be on Workman's dashboard for our estimator to put the bid together for me. But it's going to include a full depth grind and overlay all the way through the drive aisle from entrance to the back of the property. In the first parking lot, there's going to be a 9x9 repair, an 18x9 repair, a 19x9 repair. Up to my right here across from the clubhouse is going to be an 18x9 repair. By the trash enclosure, there'll be a 20x20 repair. And that'll be basically all the different patchwork that we need to do, where we need to remove and replace and cut tree roots out of each one of those repairs. And then on this whole drive aisle, we'll have a full depth grind and overlay, and we'll replace 2, 4, 6, 8 speed bumps. Each speed bump is approximately 10 feet long. Okay, so you've got 20, 40, 60, 80 feet of speed bumps that are between 2.5 and 3 inches tall and about 2 feet wide. We'll remove and replace those. Okay, I want to walk you down through here, kind of point out a couple things. You've got iron in multiple places. You got catch basins. There's, from where I'm standing down to there's approximately 4 catch basins. You've got a sewer lid here. As you get farther up the road, there's a couple more catch basins. Okay, in this grind and overlay, we'll come in to the drive aisle here just a little bit, and we'll try to capture a lot of this cracked asphalt that you see right here. We'll try to include that in the grind and overlay. As you get into this first parking lot, I think it's in parking stall number 3 here. Yeah, parking stall number 3, there's a little bit of tree root damage that's popping up in the first half of this stall, and that's why I measured that as a 9x9. And then over here in stall number 13, the whole parking stall we would replace. We would remove and replace the entire thing because there's cracking that comes out almost to the reserve stencil. So that would be an 18x9. This one right here, I didn't see this earlier because there was a car here, but we're going to include this repair right here in front of those steps. This is right in between 14 and 15. Okay, so we'll cut out just a portion of that. So we'll go with an 8-foot by 8-foot patch here. Take care of that trip hazard that's right there. There's some tree root damage. Over here we've got another repair that needs to be done, and it's the entire stall just out past the stall line here. So you got a 19x9 to replace here and cut out the tree roots. Okay, so that covers that. I want to walk you up here to these other repairs. So you can see a lot of this cracking is happening because the tree roots pushing through. And then you got a lot of this cracking all the way up here, and it would make no sense to throw crack fill and all of that when really the asphalt's failed. Here's another failed area right here. In this guest stall next to stall 52, we've got an 18x9 where you've got tree roots coming through in a couple areas. See, as I'm walking by stall 45, you can see how the water is in all the cracks. It's even starting to crack inside of the patchwork that was done from years ago. So to just grind this all down in the drive aisle and replace it and put new speed bumps would be the optimal thing to do. So that way water's not getting in from up here at the top and just failing underneath at the sub base all the way down. Okay, here's the 20x20 in the trash enclosure. You've got some tree root damage there and here and here and there, 4 areas. And that's all the asphalt to be repaired. Let's look at the curb repairs, starting from the back of the property and making our way up. Everything in green is curb repairs. So I have a 10-foot piece right in here. We'll need to remove and replace it because of true, it's damaging the curbing. Same thing right there. It busted that curb up. Okay, everything else in that parking lot looks pretty good on the curbing. But as we make our way down here next to Unit C, you can see a little broken section of curb there. So we'll replace from joint to joint, 8 feet. Then from there, all the way down to the edge of the red there, it's 25 feet. Then we got another 10 feet right here where it says fire lane. Remove and replace this because it's loose. Okay. All this curb looks pretty good. It's holding up. We'll have a 10-foot section of curb right here to fix on the radius. Start at the corner, bullnose the corner, and then replace this curb. This is all 6x8 curb, and you can see a lot of this is the A-shaped curb, so it's rounded at the top. There's some curbing over there and right here where it's the 6x8 curb, but it has a flat top to it. So we'll need 2 different molds. We'll need the A-shaped mold, and then we'll need the original, the standard 6x8 curb mold. Okay, our next repairs are going to be down here at the entrance. So to the right, from the very front where the curb ends, we've got 30 feet of curb that we'll have to replace right there. 30 feet of curb. And then over on this side, we've got 20 feet of curb. We'll fix this curb right here, take it right up to there, remove and replace that. Okay, this is a boundary line. We don't touch this up here. We stop right here. Okay, all the striping quantities, crack fill, seal coat, That'll all be plugged in on Workman's dashboard. This will all be included in the bid. We'll have to do this in phases since it's the only entrance in and out. We'll more than likely, we'll grind everything out. We'll grind it, or we'll grind as much as we can out, and then, but we'll do it on 1/2 at a time. So that way cars are able to get in and out. We'll have cones out here, and probably need a spotter or two in case cars need to get in or get out. But we'll grind off as much as we can. We'll pave back half of it, and then we'll leave the other side unpaved. Come back the next day, switch sides, pave the other side. Okay? So that would be the game plan on doing this bid, putting it together. Crack fill, seal coat, and striping would be done in the summertime when the weather's a lot better. We would probably do this in phases. Hopefully we could do this in 2 phases, allowing people to park on one side and maybe half of the units up there, and then down here leaving this open for them to park. We'll figure out a phasing plan once we get the contract, but it'll probably definitely be a couple phases on that for the seal coat and stripe. Okay, any other questions? Let me know. Our hope is that we would be able to get the asphalt work done sometime in this first quarter or second quarter, and then when we get into the summertime, do the crack fill, seal coat, and stripe. All right, thank you.